Hey guys, it's Liv. Today I'm bringing you 3 vegan comfort food recipes, and these are all things that I veganized from when I was younger. So the recipes that are here today are ones that I used to make non-vegan, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make your favorite recipes vegan. The first recipe is blueberry pancakes, and these used to be my favorite growing up. I call this a little vegan pancake hack because what we're going to be doing is taking already made up pancake mix that you can just buy at the store, and you want to get the kind that is add milk and eggs. And then what we're going to do is add non-dairy milk and some apple cider vinegar, and that's going to do the same thing. They're going to rise perfectly, but just make sure that it doesn't already contain any dairy or eggs. Add 1.25 cups of the pancake mix to a bowl with a cup of non-dairy milk and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, and then just stir that up until it is pretty smooth, but there will probably still be a few lumps. And then after a few minutes it's going to puff up a bit and look like it has some bubbles in it like this. So at that point just add a teaspoon of oil and give it another quick stir, and then you can preheat your pan. I preheat a medium pan to about medium heat and add a 1/2 cup of batter per pancake. Then you want to add some blueberries. I just added some frozen blueberries. I didn't defrost them beforehand or anything. And I just let that cook for a few minutes on one side, flip it over, see if it's golden on the other side, and then if it is, just cook it for about another minute, and then you are done. I like to microwave some frozen blueberries so that they make like a sauce, and then I put it on top with some vegan butter and maple syrup. The next recipe is just a traditional mac and cheese, but I'm making it a little bit different today by 1, making it vegan, and 2, using brown rice noodles. So I'm using these little shells, and then I added some broccoli and mushrooms also. Start by chopping up some broccoli and mushrooms. Then just put that on a baking tray and bake it at 300 Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes just to get it a little bit softened and a little bit roasted. Then just boil some water and cook your pasta. Then in a medium pot, you're going to add a few tablespoons of vegan butter. This is probably about 3 tablespoons or 1/4 cup. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour and whisk that until it's smooth. And then very quickly you're going to add a cup of non-dairy milk and whisk that until it's all combined. And then once that's smooth, you can add another 3/4 cup of non-dairy milk and give it another stir, and then leave that on medium heat for a while until it starts to thicken. And then once you can feel that it's beginning to thicken, you can add 2 cups of shredded vegan cheddar cheese. This is the Daya brand. I bought the block and shredded it myself. And then just mix that up until the cheese melts a bit and it gets a little bit smoother. This will take a few minutes. And then you can add salt if you want. I skipped that, but I did add some smoked paprika and pepper, about a little pinch of each. And then when you're ready, you're just going to add the veggies to a baking dish along with the cooked and rinsed pasta, and then top it with the cheese sauce. Then I like to throw some breadcrumbs on top just to make the top really crunchy, and then just bake that in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. And when it's done, it should be a super creamy, rich, dreamy mac and cheese. Wait, you can try the bit of broccoli. Yep. Who wants cookies?
And the last recipe, I posted a picture of these cookies on Instagram and asked you guys if you wanted to know how to make the perfect chocolate chip cookies. And 160 people said yes, definitely. So here are all of my best tips I can give you to make the perfect chocolate chip cookies every time.
To a large bowl, add half a cup of vegan butter or coconut oil and cream that together with a cup of sugar. This is brown sugar. Make sure that it's all combined and that there are no lumps, and then you're going to add a quarter cup of non-dairy milk along with a teaspoon of vanilla. Stir that as best you can until it's combined. It should look like this. Then you are going to add a cup of flour that has been mixed together with a teaspoon each of baking powder and baking soda, and stir that until it's all combined. This is a tip I have, is adding the flour in halves so that you can figure out if you need a little bit less one time or a little bit more. So after you add the cup of flour, it should still be really soft like this, and then you can add 3/4 of a cup of flour afterwards, and it will look a little bit stiffer and more like a traditional cookie dough. So you can use chocolate chips, but I used some chocolate chunks. It was just a non-dairy vegan chocolate bar that I cut up into little pieces. Then form balls and put them on a baking sheet and bake this in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for about 9 to 10 minutes. Don't go over 10 minutes, and they will look a little bit almost underbaked when you take them out, but if you let them cool in the pan for 10 to 20 minutes, they will be absolutely perfect.
So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys next time.